Hey everyone, I'm going to explain exercise 5 in HTML. This is all about using JavaScript in the HTML. So here there are 5 points. In the first question, I will just take a text input from this input type, and then a button will be there. So from here, I will go to this JavaScript. So when you click the button, it will get this function word, and the function word will get the string by ID s1. So here the ID for this input type is s1. So you will get the input s1, and then it will split that and store it in this array. So it will calculate length of each word. So I declared two other variables 0 and 0, and what I will do is then here using a for loop I will find a small length of the small word and large word, and then I will get the index, and then finally here document the get element. Here what I will do means here it will print the output. So get ID by answer1. This is the thing I gave here, ID span ID equal to answer1. So in place of this it will print whatever the word it's coming here. So it will be the length. So next length of the words it will come, and longest word and shortest word will come. So here total number of words and length of words and longest word and shortest word will come. I will run it and so on. So here you can see some random sentence. And here number of words are 4 words, and length of the words it gave length of everything. Longest word is this, and shortest word is this. And then in second question, I took 3 inputs. This is like you should get the mark input and then calculate the average. So like same as first one, I got the inputs, and then when I click the button for this, it will call the calculate function. This calculate function it will just get the values of those 3 elements, those 3 text boxes, and then here I will do the parser float because this will be in string. By default this data type will be string, so I am converting it to float variables, and then I am storing this in another variable called mark. I am taking the average, and then using some conditions, like if it's greater than 95, its grade is 4. If the mark range is between 50 to 60, it's just pass. If for all other cases it's reappear. So I am just taking condition and then printing it. So we will see. Yeah, it became odd because it's less than 50. Yeah, great change to me. So in third question, you have to just type the number of rows and number of columns as input, and then it should print 2 images differently. Randomly it should print 2 images depending upon the size of rows and columns. So I created these two, and then I call the design function. In this design function, it will just get the values of row and column, and then it will store the values in file, and then it will run 2 for loops. That is from rows, first is row to column. First it will go to rows, next it will go to next column, like that, and everywhere it will just get some random input. So if it's like 0, it will print this file. If it's 1, it will print this file, because in this array for index 0 this image is stored, and in index 1 this image is stored. So I will just get that, and then I'm just printing it, and then outside this for loop I'm just giving this break statement, because after one full column is finished, it will go to the next row, and then again it will print. Like that it will keep on printing. So if I will give 3 rows and 4 columns. So here we can see that there are 4 columns and 3 rows. So the next question is converting from kilograms to pounds. So in the gave field that converts just nothing, just input type equal to text. So it will just give it from text box, and in first option I give this select ID, or this means it will create a drop down box like this. So this is because of the select ID, so I can select whatever I want. And then even the two I created same. So after while on click I am calling this convert function. So in this convert function I am getting the index of those things, like here index 1 is like first select box index, and next to the I am getting the idea from second select box. The value will be either 0 or 1, and again I'm getting the value in the text box, and then I'm checking here if the index is equal to, that is kilogram, and if it's the one is given in kilogram, the second one is pounds, so I'm doing the conversion to pounds. So no, first one is like both, this is kilograms and this is also kilograms, or this is pounds and this is also pounds, then it will just print the same value. Else if this is kilograms and this is pounds, it will do this conversion. And finally if this is pounds and this is kilograms, first value is pounds, second value is kilograms, it will just do value 1, and this using this format it will convert. So we can select that. I will use 3 pounds to kilogram and see here. So the final thing is pizza order form. So here I am just taking like these 3 input types. It will get number of small pieces, number of medium pieces, number of large pieces, and then in the other variable this will be there. So this is like how much tips we are giving. So instead of taking tips in a text box, I am taking the radio, it will be in percent type. So after that, when I click the button, it will give the order, it will call the function order. So in this order I am getting that value of tip, everything I am getting. So total value equal to, I am doing this because I am getting the number of small pizza value, number of medium pizza value, number of large pizza value, and this 100 is the cost of small pizza, 200 is cost of medium pizza, 400 is cost of large pizza. So I will calculate the values, and finally this tax is common, 9% tax, and then finally this tip, it depends upon the value what we selected, and finally I'm printing the total, that is the total value, total cost of the pizzas plus tax plus tip. So finally I'm showing here the total value. Here we can see I give 1 small pizza, 2 medium, 3 large, 20% tip. Here we can see the total cost is 2,193. So that's all for now. Thank you.